Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Thinking Crypto channel. I hope you're doing well. I have big news around the SEC Ripple XRP lawsuit. Tomorrow, there's a hearing, and we can all dial in and listen to the BS from the SEC's legal team as to why they haven't handed over documents that were ordered by the judge. So we're going to hear and see what happens tomorrow. We also have an article from Forbes calling out the SEC and how they did not anticipate XRP holders coming together and being up in arms going after them. And we're seeing a lot of evidence coming out showing the SEC's hypocrisy, their corruption, and of course, conflicts of interest. So lots to go through. I'm going to break it down. We also have another big investor that is buying up Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, buying the dips. We saw Bill Miller do it. We saw Morgan Stanley, and now another big investor. So we're going to go through all of it. Before we do, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. It helps support the channel, and it doesn't cost you anything. Guys, this video is brought to you by OKCoin Crypto Exchange, where you can buy, sell, and trade your favorite cryptocurrencies, and you don't have to pay high fees. OKCoin charges low fees, lower than many of the crypto exchanges in the market. You can also stake your crypto and keep 100% of the rewards. You don't have to pay any fees for staking and earning, guys. So be sure to sign up with OKCoin, link in the description. Also sign up for my free weekly newsletter, 100% free, all crypto insights and knowledge. It helps support the channel. Thank you. And my interview with Perianne Boring, who is the founder and president at the Chamber of Digital Commerce, will be live tomorrow. You don't want to miss this one. We talk about crypto regulations, the infrastructure bill, the SEC Ripple lawsuit, XRP, Bitcoin, and so forth. And she is on the front lines, guys, talking to politicians, regulators. So you don't want to miss this one. And also, I interviewed Jack McDonald, CEO of PolySign and Standard Custody. That interview was uploaded earlier today. Be sure to check it out. Huge connections to Ripple and XRP and big things that they're planning to do, guys. So I'll put a link in the description to that. Let's take a look at the market here. As I've been talking about, guys, we're going to see a couple red candles, and we see the price of Bitcoin is below 48,000 once again. And here we see the red candles forming. This is what I've been talking about, right? You can't have 5 consecutive green candles and not have at least one red candle. And this is important when it comes to market cycles. You need to build support levels. So I'm expecting a couple or 3 or a few, I should say, red candles. We build support levels, then we work our way up. So patience is the key. Zoom out. When in doubt, zoom out, guys. And we're on track, so don't worry. Here's some statistics, or I should say some other data. The Bitcoin RSI, the Relative Strength Index. In 2013, we had 2 peaks for the RSI. 2017 also had 2 peaks for the RSI. In 2021, we've had 1 peak so far. That was the massive run up to 64,000. We have our correction. And just like 2013, I think we're going to double peak, both from a price standpoint as well as the RSI, which follows in the same pattern. So patience. Once again, when in doubt, zoom out. Here's some examples of the institutional investors buying the dip. Kathy Wood, of course, of ARK Invest, very smart lady. According to this guy's name at ARK Invest, Yassine, on-chain analysis, institutions also use the correction this year to move into Bitcoin. Essentially, they bought the dip. Here's a great example. U.S. global investors bought crypto exposure through Grayscale funds. The investment firm already has significant exposure to gold, minerals, precious metals, petroleum, and other natural resources. Think about this. They historically have invested in these other assets, gold, minerals, and so forth. Now, Bitcoin is a part of that. Crypto is a part of that. This is awesome. And by the way, that's the name of the investment firm, U.S. Global Investors. So it's not, talking about global investors in the United States or investors in the United States. So that could be easily confused. So Texas-based investment manager, U.S. Global Investors, which reported $4.6 billion in assets under management as of Q1 2021, has bought exposure to Bitcoin. According to August 30th filings from the US SEC, US global investors added more than $566,389 worth of shares of Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, or GBTC, to 3 of its 8 mutual funds as of June 30th. The filings show the company invested $302,899 GBTC in its gold and precious metals fund, $222,532 in its world precious minerals fund, and $40,958 in the global resources fund. Think about this. Step back and think about it. Once again, they existed before crypto. They invested in traditional assets. Now they're putting Bitcoin and crypto in their portfolio. Paradigm shift taking place, my friends. This is a sign of what's to come. You're going to see more and more of this. So get ready, and this will of course lead to higher prices. The market cycles do have to play out, right? Don't get me wrong; it doesn't happen overnight. But all of this adoption and buying up and investing is going to lead to higher prices. So this is why I can't stress enough: patience, patience, patience. All right, let's talk about the SEC, Ripple, and the lawsuit, guys. So attorney James K. Filan tweeted the following: below are the public call-in details for the telephone conference on Tuesday, August 31st, 2021 at 12 p.m. Eastern, so that's tomorrow, to discuss the to discuss the Ripple Defendants Motion to compel the SEC to produce certain documents the SEC has designated as privileged. TLDR, the judge ordered the SEC to provide these internal documents to Ripple's team. They have been dragging their feet, delaying, coming up with all kinds of bullshit excuses. Let's see what they have to say tomorrow. But we know what the root of this is. They have lots to hide: corruption, conflicts of interest, a lot of hypocrisy and lying. We're seeing video after video, and shout out to a digital asset investor who's been doing a lot of research, finding these old videos showing that everybody and their mother were under the premise that William Hinman's talk about Ethereum not being a security was under the premise of the SEC. Even other SEC officials started circulating this speech on Twitter. They referenced it in their own speeches and conversations. So it's pretty clear. And this goes back to the fair notice defense by Ripple, that there was not regulatory clarity, and they didn't provide the details for the rest of the market. They picked winners and losers here. They picked Bitcoin and Ethereum. What about the rest of the market? Because this is not just about XRP and Ripple. When they're done with Ripple, guys, the outcome is what they're going to use to go after Cardano and Chainlink and VeChain. I hold those other cryptos, and I don't want to lose value there. We saw XRP take a massive hit when this lawsuit came out, and it's probably hindering a lot of adoption, right? Because no one wants to touch anything that has a risk associated with it. They don't want to get penalized. So the SEC is, I think, rotten at its core. There are still some good people there, like Hester Peirce and Elad Roisman, but Gary Gensler is trying to continue that rotten activity. And I don't know if he's trying to save face or whatever, but they're getting exposed left and right. So let's see what they have to say tomorrow. Be sure that you dial in and listen. Let's make our voices heard. This is why continue to make videos, continue to tweet at the SEC and Gary Gensler. Call them up, call their offices, right? Call your local folks, and let's make a lot of noise, because here's an example. It's getting noticed. Here's an article from Roslyn Layton and Forbes saying the crypto uprising the SEC didn't see coming. They didn't expect us to come together and go after them. It's the SEC versus the people now. It's not even Ripple, because here's why. Hear me out. Attorney John Deaton, had a motion to intervene on behalf of, what is it, like 30,000 XRP holders. The SEC is ignoring it completely. Gary Gensler doesn't want to talk to us. I've reached out to his people, to him, asking for an interview. They don't want to do it. Only person that's done is Hester Peirce, who I've interviewed, and you guys have seen that interview. If you haven't, link in the description. But clearly, we're the small people. Who cares about those people, right? Our voices are going to be heard. Gary Gensler and the SEC is supposed to represent us. They're supposed to protect us and do the right thing, not be corrupt and have all these conflicts of interest. And clearly, it's clear as day what's going on with Jay Clayton and William Hinman. So John Deaton, in response to that article, tweeted the following: "Thank you, Roslyn Layton, for highlighting the fortitude of XRP holders. Although I'm the only XRP holder mentioned by name in this article, the article has links that direct the reader to others who contribute daily in our battle against government overreach and abuse." Well said. And I'm actually featured in that article. And as far as the links, he said here, John, "In case the reader misses the links, please know that Dr. Layton also cites the efforts of digital asset investor, attorney Jeremy Hogan, James Filan, the Crypto Law US, which is owned by John Deaton, Moon Lambo, I believe, yes, Crypto Eddie, myself, like I said, and Brad from Digital Perspectives, and Frank Chow YouTube channel." So awesome that we all got called out in this article. And once again, the TLDR here is that this uprising against the SEC, they didn't see it coming. I'm sure they're sweating bullets over there because one thing's for sure, this article is getting a lot, this lawsuit is getting a lot of eyes on it. So not only do you have pressure from the regulators and Ripple is exposing them left and right because of their hypocrisy and conflicts of interest, but also XRP holders are going crazy against them on Twitter. If you ever go to the SEC profile and you see their tweets, they're getting destroyed, right? Because people are rightfully upset and want to be heard. And this is why I'm making content around this, because I know, guys, even though I hold XRP, I hold Cardano, I hold Chainlink, I hold VeChain, I want to make money off of those. And I know for a fact, if this thing doesn't go in the right direction for Ripple, they're going to take this and watch what's going to happen. Charles Hoskinson, the founder of Cardano's, talked about this. We need Ripple to win this, guys, because they are, Gary Gensler is looking to do overreach. We already saw him ask for more power to do this. And even the folks on the CFTC were pushing back. We saw tweets from Brian Quintez, as well as Chris Giancarlo, saying, no, that is not happening. And we need checks and balances. I'm actually going to be interviewing Chris Giancarlo and Brian Quintez soon. So we're going to hear from them, but clear as day what is going on here. And I'm glad there are efforts, guys. And I say our because it's truly our. Yes, I'm making videos, but if you guys don't share it, if you guys don't watch it, if you guys don't engage and participate, and if we don't tweet, and if we don't get the message out there, then we won't be heard, right? And I think more people in the crypto community need to come together and fight with Ripple here, because this is not the SEC versus Ripple. This is the SEC versus crypto. Not too many recognize that. The maximalists and tribalists folks are putting blinders on, but wait till they come after your stuff. If you're a Cardano holder, if you're whoever else, whatever, Chainlink, VeChain, Solana, whatever it is, you need to pay attention to this. This is the SEC versus we the people in crypto, guys. So I'm glad the SEC is getting called out. Let's continue to do it. Let's continue to put the pressure. We need accountability. They're supposed to represent us. They're using our tax dollars. And this is clearly hypocrisy, conflicts of interest, and all kinds of nonsense. Let me read some some excerpts here from that article as outlined by Crypto Law, which is owned by John Deaton. Lampooned by mainstream media and the US government for years, the crypto community has built a media ecosystem that connects millions of investors, consumers, and developers and entrepreneurs across the globe. Continues here. Layton's reports a network calling themselves the XRP Army marched into battle, led by dozens of influencers, and she describes and links to obviously myself and the other influencers as well. Let's see, she zeroes in on the embarrassing videos of SEC Jackson, right? The former SEC commissioner, and others unearthed by digital asset investor and Jungle XRP that hint at how excruciating it will be if Gary Gensler takes the Ripple case to trial. Can Gary Gensler effectively lead an agency that is provoking so much hostility from every constituency it claims to be defending? Boom. Couldn't have said it better myself. And this pressure, once again, pressure from all sides, especially people, right? Like you and I, because the media's, some of the media is going to take notice. Some of them are ignoring it. This is why we need to do our stuff, right? Because CNBC is going to kiss Gary Gensler's ass all day long because they probably have some like media contract with him, right? That's why he only goes there. I don't think he would even want to come on a crypto podcast. And once again, I've tried to get him, crickets, no response, right? So I'm not trying to get the man on a podcast to argue with him, but I want to have a dialogue and discussion like what's going on here, right? But I think he knows they're getting exposed left and right. And you don't have to be a rocket scientist to see what is happening here. Now, here's something that's this user on Twitter by the name of Humble Peasant found in a speech here by, it looks like Gary Gensler. And let me read it for you first. Ironically, in July 2018, Gary Gensler himself, in a testimony to Congress, cited Hinman's speech as what he saw as the SEC's official view. He taught MIT students the same thing, reasonably clear, very clear. So he himself referenced it. Can you believe this? Now Hinman's like, once again, I was drunk, guys. I was on a binge. I was doing some drugs the night before. They all and I say that jokingly because the excuses are so pathetic, right? So he might as well say, "Yeah, I was drunk when I said it," right? Because it's so pathetic. We're not stupid. We the people can go online and read these things and see the videos. You morons. It just gets blood. It boils my blood, right? This is unbelievable what's happening. These people are supposed to represent us and protect us, yet they're so corrupt and have all kinds of conflicts of interest going on. They're trying now to backtrack and hide things and make up all kinds of nonsense, but they're going to continue to get exposed. This isn't the early 90s or 80s or whatever, where you could do that. People couldn't come together. Information couldn't move as freely, right? Now we have the internet. Now we have things archived on the web. So they are in a bad position. This is the whole reason all these things together, I think, will lead to a settlement in the favor of Ripple. So TLDR on that. And of course, we know that Ripple recently, they filed a motion to expose the XRP holdings of SEC employees. I think this is big. And the court has reportedly given the SEC until September 3rd to respond. So we'll see, not only if they were holding XRP or trading XRP, but what were they doing with Bitcoin and Ethereum? Because that could even further build a case about their conflicts of interest, right? That they're picking winners and they were betting on those winners. These guys, Jay Clayton and William Hinman. You can probably tell the frustration in my voice. Shout out to Hester Peirce, Commissioner of the SEC, who I've interviewed once again. She tweeted the following: "Here's a chance to weigh in with ideas for clear crypto rules." So she's been one to engage with the folks in the community. I'm actually interviewing her in October. So make sure you got the notification bell enabled on that. You're subscribed. And what was she tweeting? Well, it was a news item we covered this past week. Senator Pat Toomey requests feedback on clarifying laws around cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. So you have these crypto-friendly Congress members who are working to try to bring regulations, guys. And actually, Perry Ann Boren and I spoke about that in the interview, and that'll be live tomorrow. So, guys, I sometimes get so frustrated with what's happening with the SEC, but I think we're going to be on the right side of history here. And I think the SEC is going to continue to get exposed. And let's see what they do. Maybe Congress really has to step in here because this is nonsense. And let's listen into this phone call tomorrow. I'll put the details in the in the description of the video, so we can all dial in. And remember, you can't record it. Just show up and listen, and then we can tweet about it, talk about it, whatever it is. And I'll have a recap for you as well tomorrow. So let me know what you guys think. Hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and I'll talk to you all later.